What's up, all you motorheads? Welcome back to Shift Happens. Now, today, we're going to be talking about my personal top 5 favorite cars for under 10 grand. Now, this is completely up to my own opinion based on my experience with these vehicles. And you can feel free to express your opinion in the comments and let me know what your favorite car is. But right now, what I'm deciding these cars on is anything under 10 grand for a decent model, the modification of said car, the capability of said car, and yeah, pretty much that. Looks doesn't really, affect anything too much in this situation. But my mainstay is that we're going to check these out and rate these based on how they do in the real world. What a young kid can do with $10,000 and what he could get with that, and how he could enjoy these vehicles. Now, that's one elephant in this room. The other elephant is right here. Say hi, Fish.
Hi, how's it going, guys? Been a while.
So I wanted to do this video with him because he's also had a lot of experience with these vehicles, and he is a career mechanic, and he knows what he's talking about. He knows what has to be done with some of these cars in order to get them to an awesome state. And he's
I
also,
wouldn't say I'm a professional mechanic, but
well, I
I kind
mean,
of know what I'm doing.
now we're gonna start off with something really simple. Like it's a C4 Corvette. Like V8, rear-wheel drive, lightweight body. They're, for a car that's under 10 grand, like, they're good. They do what they need to do. They look good while doing it, and you don't need to do much to them in order to get them to where you need them to be, right?
Burnout machines.
Yeah, exactly. You could take this thing to the drag strip, or you could take it to a road course, or something like that.
Drifting.
Yeah. And or even take it to your local car show.
Yeah.
Everyone likes these things. Like, if you say you don't like it, I mean, there's got to be something wrong with you, because they're simple. They're extremely simple.
You know what? And the nice part about them too, it's the official car of Miller High Life and Yacht Rock. So you can always remember that one uncle who shows up to a function hammered from the night before with his C4 Corvette rumbling outside because he forgot to shut it off again.
It sounds awfully specific, bud. Now, again, this is number 5 on the list, just purely because of my experience with them. They're not the easiest to work on, and things can get expensive really quick, especially when it comes to these cars. Considering what the majority of the body's fiberglass, like, if you damage a body panel, like, you gotta get a whole new body panel, right?
Big money.
Yeah. That's why that's
and
number 5.
Fiberglass body work is not cheap.
Exactly.
Even if you attempt to fix it. It never looks right after. You just better off buying a panel.
So that car is reasonably going to stay at number 5. Now, what?
Something that I actually learned this morning just scrolling through Instagram reels. The manual transmissions in the later ones is the same 6-speed that was in the Dodge Viper.
What, TR6060?
In the early Vipers, well, same. Nah, let me correct myself. The rear differential is the same Dana 44 as the Viper in the manual ones. So you got a very solid rear differential that can handle 1,000 horse. If you ever want to go, all still while building it. But my opinion, I think the C4 is a little underrated. Granted, it wasn't the best time technology-wise, for GM, they were trying to figure out fuel injection with this model in particular. They had the Crossfire, and then
The
they
tuned
figure
port
out late
injection.
80s, and the LT1 came out. It was really a good development time for the modern Corvette within the C4 before going into torque tube and all that with C5.
And that is a very valid point. Yeah, because like it's still, you know, that's another thing that I've had experience with when it comes to C4s is the electrical issues. It can be some of these cars suffer from some decent electrical pixies, man. I don't know if you've dealt with that personally, but the one I was working on was just a rat's nest of wire.
Mm-hmm.
But that is our number 5. So now we're gonna move on to our number 4. If I could figure out how to work this.
There
All right.
you go. Okay,
Our
and
number
what's this
4
option?
is S95 Mustangs. Again, we're keeping it within the realm of the mid to late 90s. This car is, they have the undeniable look. They have that undeniable look. You cannot refuse these cars. The iconic just side vent going all the way down the car, the wing in the back, the front fascia, and on top of that, the engines. They're strong as hell. The differentials are amazing. Axles, I haven't seen one snap unless like somebody's doing something really stupid. And I mean, again, they come in a plethora of colors and they just look good.
They're a good looking car, and once again, it's a continuation of the Fox body. So let's say you had somebody who had Fox body parts laying around, you can get parts from a 79 to a 2004 underneath that car. Even the later the 99 up new edge Cobras with the independent rear suspension, you can swap it right in. It's such a versatile platform,
And
and you can do anything with them.
I agree. Uh, I don't have too much experience on the engine side of things, but again, the interiors look good. Like you can get almost every part for this car either through Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, something like that. You can find parts for these cars everywhere. And they're always on the cheaper end. Like I mean, what does a crate engine for one of these things cost? Like I can't imagine anything over like $4,000 for a long block.
It really depends on what you're going for. If it's an earlier one, 302, 2 to 3 grand, 4 6, maybe a little more.
And not
It's a good generation. You had many options. There's so much room in the engine bay. You could shove a LS in there. You could put an RB in there if you felt spicy, or a 2J. You could do anything.
no, like
Because QA1 builds a K member that you could put in that. You could put whatever engine you desire. They make motor mounts, all that. Barra, if you want to import one from Australia. They make everything for that car, and you can go with like the GT that's pictured here, or a Cobra body kit,
yeah, exactly. Like I
or
cannot tell you.
SN95 Cobras before they went new edge.
Oh,
Best looking SN95. I could
oh,
have bought one for 5 grand back in 18, 2018 or 2019. I could have bought one. I kicked myself for not buying it.
was that the mutual friends car, the green one?
Yes, the green one.
Yeah, like
I could have bought that car, but instead I decided to lift the Tahoe and do stupid stuff to that instead.
hey, if you ask me, I mean the Tahoe fit your style way more than that. Like you, if anything, you should have stuck with the Fox body, bro. That car was gorgeous.
Life got in the way, man.
Yeah, I know how it is. But yeah,
Right? with this car here, I would put the Fox Body as honorable mention. You can still find a Fox Body within the $10,000 price range, but
they're going up quick.
and sadly the SN95 is going up.
Yeah, that is a
Because
good
once
point.
again, it's like a C4 Corvette. You could do anything that you desire with it. You can make it a track machine. You can make it a drag car, a street car, a drift car,
Yeah, and
or if you want to just do it up tastefully, a nice show car.
exactly. Now, again, this is number 4. So yes, it is an ultimate utilitarian platform. You can find them, but the only reason why it's at number 4 is because they're going up. The price tags are going up. So you're going to see this on the higher end of the $10,000 scale to get a decent one. Now, the next car, well, the next 2 cars are going to be controversial. And Fish already explained himself to me when I showed him the list I had prepared for this video. So we're just gonna delete that. Oh no. What did I do?
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh, the Panther body. Yes.
And this is gonna be the very controversial one. Is Crown Vics any Crown Vic from like what 93 up until they were discontinued?
93 to the discontinuation. Honestly, I would include Grand Marquis in that too.
Oh, and the Mercury
Town
Cougar.
The Cougar wasn't. That was Thunderbird body in the 90s.
Oh, was? Oh no, I'm saying like this body style.
There was only the Grand Marquis.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Grand Marquis, Town Car, and Crown Vic Panther body.
What was that one car that Cletus bought that was a twin turbo? Was it a Mercury or what was that? It was in this same body style. I know it was.
Oh, that was a Marauder, which
Yeah,
is a one-off Grand Marquis 4.6 dual overhead cam. Those are very expensive now.
Well, yeah, because they're so rare, right? Yeah. But anyways, I have this at the number 3 spot because these things are indestructible. Fish and I have both seen these cars get smashed into poles, have gotten tires blown off of them at burnout competitions, being drifted, and they just do not know when to die. Like, am I wrong there?
Utilitarian platform. They were, taxi cabs, cop cars, detective cars, fire chief cars, they were built to be beat on. But as well, for the civilian market, they were nice, big body sedans.
Yeah.
They had a 4.6 that, time went on, that became the blue collar engine. You can beat the heck out of it. As long as you change the oil.
It just runs.
Change the plugs when you're supposed to. And they ran.
Like
the good old 2-valve.
And on top of that, like, again, almost every part of this car is interchangeable. Like, just nice, quick, easy. All parts are affordable. There's nothing outside of the realm of, like, affordability when it comes to this car. Like, you can find an engine block, transmission, anything possible in a junkyard. You don't even need to look far. A junkyard will have good parts for these cars. And on top of that, like, it's a sedan. It's a 4-door sedan. So nothing screams fun to me like your buddy pulling up to your house in in a Crown Vic with a turbo attached to it, just screaming, "Get in, we're going to the drag strip." You and all your buddies drive to the drag strip and just have a good time. Like, You can even, if you're desperate, you could throw your fifth buddy in the trunk and just have him ride the whole way there.
That's funny, because a friend of mine, when we were, fresh out of high school, he bought one. And he couldn't keep rear tires on the thing to save his life. Just because every once in a while we're going out, we're just screwing around. We're dumb kids that just got out of high school. We felt like $1,000,000, and we're like, yeah, let's light them up. I got cords hanging out of my tires again. We had fun. We screwed around in that car, took out in snowy parking lots. And the thing, no matter what we did with this car, how hard we drove it, it ran.
Yeah, again, they are just, they will 9 times out of 10, these cars will outlive their owners.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're just that durable. Hence why they're at number 3. Like, I've only seen one of these things blow an engine in my entire lifetime inside the car community. I've only seen one of these blow an engine. And we have a couple dozen now in the area.
They're modified.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. You can swap a manual on it, and it works.
You can swap an entire Mustang into one of these things, and it'll work.
Yeah, for the most part. A lot of the stuff bolts right up.
It's just that
crazy.
simple.
And once again, it's a very easy platform to work on yourself.
Exactly, yeah. Like,
I think the worst part is the exhaust manifolds. That's any car.
Yeah, it's any car. All right, we beat that dead horse. Now, I'm going to go on to my number 2. And this is purely just based off of my personal dealings with it.
Oh, the Honda Civic of Germany.
Yeah, the Honda Civic of Germany. Now, this is really particular. So, I'm only saying this car because you can find these things in like the highest package, the Fender package, or I can't remember. Oh my God, it's been a couple years since I've been looking at these things, but you can find a very highly optioned out Volkswagen TDI, yes, the turbo diesel model, for under 10 grand very easily. Now, I have this car so highly rated because I've had nothing but a good experience with my personal Volkswagen Jetta TDI. It was 2-liter turbo, automatic transmission, full leather interior, navigation, heated and cooled seats. It was a great car. It was a great car. And the fact of the matter is, like, you can buy a $200, $300, $400 programmer for one of these things, and you can make 350 horsepower and like 500 foot-pounds of torque in a front-wheel drive car, and they'll take it. So one, they look good, you're comfortable as hell, and you're pulling bus lengths on any other basic front-wheel drive car that is under 10 grand. Like, the torque alone, like, granted, you have a shit ton of torque steer, but, and this is a big but, big spoolie boy turbo and black smoke coming out your hood. The good kind of black smoke. The one that means you're not on fire. Now, have you had any experience with these cars, Fish?
Not really. I've had minor experience with just the gasoline ones, and those are honestly not bad cars. I personally stray away from German if somebody's looking for a first car to really buy and modify, because it does cost a little bit more coin to screw around with them and to keep them maintained. But anybody that I've known that's had a Jetta through the years has loved it. nothing but good things to say about it. They're good cars. They're comfortable.
Yeah, they
I
are.
know diesel stuff. You
Now,
do anything with a diesel. You get rid of the DPF and play
EGR.
around, tune it, EGR. They're impressive.
Now,
And after you do all that modification for more power, you don't lose your fuel economy.
exactly. You're still
And
getting 40 miles to the gallon with it.
it's because diesel burns so much more efficiently than gasoline. But
And
because Billy Bob in his second gen Cummins blows black smoke everywhere he goes, everybody goes diesel bad.
yeah.
Diesel is not bad. I
Now,
wish there was more diesel cars available to U.S. market.
now I do want to touch on a point you did say that these car, like German cars, particularly, are a pain in the ass to work on. This one has its pros and cons when modifying it. Parts are available. They are a little bit more expensive, but I mean, a turbo for one of these things is $400-500. Intake, like you can get Euro tuned and anything like that, APR, like you'll get some really nice stuff for these, and it's not like stupidly expensive. That's the only downside to this. The car is cheaper, and you'll get better results at a cheaper value compared to everything else previously, but the parts are more expensive and it is a little harder to work on. So I'm just going based off of, like, if you bought this car bone stock, you're gonna have a good time in it. You don't need too much to deal with these. If you can find one that is already, like, didn't get recalled and doesn't have the emissions crap on it, you're guaranteed a good time. But regardless, they're still good cars in my opinion. I had a shit ton of fun with mine. It was awesome. It was comfortable. And the fact that, you know, the reliability is surprisingly there when you remove the EGR and the DPF. As soon as you remove that, these cars they will run forever, especially the 1.9 turbos. Like, the biggest thing you have to worry about with the 1.9s is what? The injectors?
I really don't know. Once again, the TDI platform I'm not very familiar with. But look at Europe with their, very relaxed standards for emissions compared to us. They don't have the issues we have
Yeah,
with their diesel vehicles
that is also very
because
true.
they know that diesel is better than gasoline and actually more eco-friendly than gasoline.
That's the only thing they have on us. Don't say anything else. That is the only thing they have on us.
Because the EPA was founded by a bunch of idiots that don't know what they're talking about.
Fair point. Very fair point. All right, now on to the last couple cars. Now, I'm just going to preface this by saying that,
Look at my 454 SS.
hey, you know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. Oh no, that's not right. There we go. Is that better? Oh man, I screwed this
You
up.
had to use the first gen Cummins that somebody shoved moose mirrors on.
It was the only decent photo I could find of these things, man. It was really the only one that I could really deal with. Okay, there we go. That's better. So, OBS trucks. OBS trucks are going to be number one, especially, again, the big three. You got your Ford, Dodge, Chevy. Again, I threw my personal one up there because, like, I bought that truck for $5,000. And with another $5,000 into it, which was a transmission, a intake manifold, and some head work with a Dremel, it made decent power. It made decent power enough that I proceeded to dump another $10,000 into it the very next year after I blew up the transmission. But, like, you can find, and the Dodge is going to be a little difficult. Those are a little bit harder to find. But if you can find
a gas one you can find.
Yeah.
You can find a gas one a little lower than one with the Cummins, but Anybody know if a Ram that's, you know, pre 2000, they want stupid money and they're not really in the best of shape, but even with the 90s Fords and Chevys, they are going up in price, but you can still find them most of the time not running,
But that, like,
but you
eh.
can find them in good shape cheap. The deals out there, they're something that you really have to look for. But once again, a great platform because you can lift it, you can slam it.
You can drag race it, you can go in a mud hole, you can do these trucks are you can do whatever you want with them. And you can almost always find it. Like, we live in the Northeast, so finding one of these things on clean side is a pain in the ass. If you do find them, they're upwards of like 15 grand. But
Yeah.
if you live more south than we do, you can find these all over the place. They're always going to be, you know, right about that $10,000 mark. And again, the fact of the matter of these just being such a ultimate utilitarian vehicle, you can utilize it for whatever you want. I've
You
seen
can make it look nice and still put a sheet of plywood in it if you got to do something around the house or pick
exactly
up an
like.
appliance. Like, you can do so much with these trucks, and
Are you talking about the time that I put a cement mixer in the bed of my truck and drove it to my house?
yeah, it's got a truck bed. You might as well use it.
Oh, that was
And it's even funnier if you outrun somebody with a full load in the bed.
we're not going to discuss that because that cement mixer was somebody else's property, and they probably might see this video.
Well, if it was returned in one piece and operational,
It
all that
was.
matters, right?
It was, but somebody wanted to play, and I had to very quickly humble them. But like again, these
Good
trucks
job.
they look good. Like, you can replace every aspect of this vehicle: body panels, doors, beds, axles, brakes, everything. You will not break the bank if you're replacing anything like that on these vehicles. You will not break the bank even buying engine parts. Like, basic small block Chevy, small block Ford cam is what, like $200 now, just for the cam.
For small block Chevy, small block Ford is a little more,
But yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need much for these things.
no.
Like, you
And
don't have
really, if you don't even want to make it fast, you could drop it, lift it, whatever, make it look nice, run a
exactly.
nice exhaust. Honestly, small block Ford does sound a little better than small block Chevy in my opinion, but
I agree with you
to
there.
each your own.
I do agree with you. But yeah, I'm coming at this thinking like, I'm fresh out of high school. I have 10 grand. What vehicle am I going to buy that I can have fun with on the side, but still use as a daily driver? And I will hands down say, coming from somebody who was what, making $10 an hour at a car wash, like, it didn't break the bank for me to build one of these vehicles. Like, I'm on my third OBS Chevy, and the one that you see all the way up here, the black one in the top right hand corner, my personal truck, that has broken the bank.
Oh yeah,
But then again, I also did a lot of stupid shit to it to get it to the point of where it's at. Like, I'm 20 grand deep. The body looks like hell. It's not dented to hell, but all the paint's faded. Everything that way is, it could use work.
listen, clean paint causes stress.
Yes, it does. But like the engine, like, I built the ever loving hell out of that engine. I bought a fully built transmission for the truck. Got axles for it. Got Eaton True Track rear end. Like, 20 grand, 20 grand will build you one of these things really nicely. Like, full suspension, engine, transmission, everything. But even at the 10 grand mark, that's still achievable in like a mild spec. You can lowering kit, everything for one of these trucks. Or you could go on the other end of the spectrum and raise the son of a bitch, throw a decent set of tires and wheels underneath it, and make it look good that way. I've done both at this point. Didn't you have an OBS at one point?
No.
No, you never had an OBS?
I wanted one. I was looking at two-door Tahoes
Oh yeah.
for a little bit.
Oh, those are
Honorable mention to those.
No, they don't belong on this list because I haven't been able to find one for under 18.
And the 90s Bronco.
Are
Once again, those are so popular now, you can't find a decent one cheap.
They're only popular because of one person. Ford Broncos are only popular because of O.J. Simpson.
They've always been popular.
Did you see the sale? Did you ever see the meme of the sales after O.J. ran from the cops? Because there's like a straight peak right after O.J. started running from the cops in his white Bronco. Are you looking it up right now?
No.
Oh. But yeah, that's my list for the top 5 vehicles for under 10 grand. Like, again, feel free to leave a comment and tell me what your favorite vehicle for 10 grand was, like your personal opinion, because I try to respond to all my comments. And yeah, I think this was pretty out there. I've changed it up a little bit for me. I didn't copy somebody else's horrible list.
You know, the typical Honda Civic and WRX 350Z.
Don't even get me started on that. Like, those cars were not included on this list for a multitude of reasons.
Because everybody talks about them. I was like, yeah, you can. I am, but
exactly.
There's probably some mouth breather. Yeah, now you can really do something cool with a
right.
with a Subaru Forester.
Yeah, before we get onto that topic. All right, Fish, we're ending off today. So, what do you want to say to the people?
Buy what you want, build what you want, but honestly, make sure you maintain it. Because you can put all this money making it cool, but if you don't take care of it, what's the point of doing it?
Exactly.
And don't go off of what other people do. Build it the way you want to build it. Because when I had my Fox body, everybody's like, why are you building a small block Ford? I would do this and I would do that. It's like, are you funding it? No. I'm doing it the way I want to do it.
And that is
honestly,
that is a very valid point. Like, I mean, you've gone a couple different directions on your past vehicles, and like they've always turned out how you'd like it. Granted, everybody had their own little input, and then you just were like, nah, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I made mistakes. We all make mistakes. But
how else are you going to learn?
I like the finished product, and I regret selling the vehicles I've gotten rid of over the years. And the one in the background,
yeah,
I like it, but I kick myself for getting rid of that Tahoe.
I mean, was it time? Yeah, it was time. Could you have kept it for a little bit longer? Sure.
But yeah, I could have kept it a couple more years and bought better trucks than what I got now.
But it's still a good truck at the end of the day.
9 miles to a gallon, good.
But no, to increase on his sentiment, like, yeah, if you're going to build a car, do it how you want. Honestly, do it how you want. The only thing I will say is, for the love of God, do not buy the entire AutoZone sticker pack from the catalog and slap it on the car. Don't do that, because you are going to get made fun of, and for very good reason. Am I wrong there, Fish?
You're not wrong. And anyways, you could get cooler stickers online.
Exactly. But other than, yeah.
And it's cooler to, put the stickers that come with the parts that you buy and put on your car.
All
And
right.
don't be one of those people that puts custom offsets on your vehicles. Those stickers are dumb.
Agreed. All right. I'm going to say my byes and do my outro, and we're going from there. And yeah. All right. Thank you, folks, for coming in. Yeah. Feel free to leave a comment. Let us know. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to come back for more, subscribe. And we also have these 2 videos right here for you to enjoy. And yeah, I'll try to click that button right there in the middle. Other than that, y'all have a good weekend. I really hope you enjoy this content and keep working on that project, because it's always going to be great.